Hello, Virgo. What is happening? We are finally getting to your bonus reading for September. Finally, thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience. Anyway, I don't really like the lighting in here. I don't have it plugged up though, so I guess we're just gonna have to deal. Oh well. If you would like information on scheduling a personal reading, that will be in the description of the video, okay? That information includes pricing, how to get a hold of me, all that good stuff. Okay, look in the description if you're interested in finding that. Other than that though, let's go ahead and see what we got going on. Man, I hate the lighting. It's probably just on my end though. It looks like crap from my end. Anyway though, good afternoon everybody. How you doing? How are you doing? What other important messages can we tell Virgo for the month of September? For those of you new to my channel, when I do bonus readings, the intention I put into it is to pick up on details that I left out in the main reading. That's the intention I put into it. That's not what always comes through, but I got to put some kind of intention into it. All right, let's see. Let's see. Virgo, man, thank y'all for tuning in. We get some likes though. Let's hit that like button, pretty please. Thank you. Get that like button, pretty please, and thank you. 1, 2. Last shuffle for Virgo. Last one. Last one. Okay. All right. 7 of Cups in the reverse. Cool. Some of y'all could be dealing with an Aquarius. Okay. All right. See, on the inside, I feel like a lot of you are really getting tired of that feeling of having to look over your shoulder or having your guard up, you know, or whatever that, you know, that uneasiness that comes along whenever there's that tension between you and another person. The tension could be from anything, attempted reconciliation, for whatever reason. There's some sort of tension, okay, that's been between you and this person right here for quite some time. And I feel like you are making a conscious decision to do away with it. You know, like, is it the problem or is it the way I'm responding to the problem? It's kind of the energy that I'm getting right here, okay? I don't see anybody coming forward here, okay? The Hangman, Knight of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Pentacles reversed. This still, you're still very, very restless. And as much as you don't like to admit it, up here, you still feel a little bit unorganized, okay? On the outside, though, I think people are perceiving you as pretty calm and cool and collected. Like you appear to have your poop in a group. You know what I'm saying? You appear that everything is cool and in order and all that good stuff. And on the inside, I'm not saying you don't feel that way, but you're still a little bit scattered and unorganized here. It could be a Taurus that you're dealing with. I also have Gemini. The person you're dealing with, on the other hand, does feel a very, very, very intense connection. They are getting over this, okay? They are starting to finally release this and let go and get over this and heal from this, and they are walking away. For some of you, though, okay, don't everybody take this and run with it, but some of you are dealing with a twin flame connection, okay? And I don't say that very often. It's just that if you come to me and ask me, is this person my twin flame? There is only one way to answer that question in my world, and that is this card right here. That's this card right here, okay? So for those of you who have been kind of suspicious, you have that intensely, like, insanely insane connection with the person that you just can't even describe in words. It's beyond anything that you've ever imagined. You could be dealing with a twin flame, okay? I don't really have time to dig that whole wormhole up right now. But others of you, it doesn't really matter. This was still one of those really intense connections that it was intended to produce massive change in your life. Both of you, okay? But with the Magician and the High Priestess both reversed with the person that you're dealing with right here, I don't really know if that's actually getting through to them on their end of the show here, you know? Like, we have these connections here, and again, like I've said before, more often than not, the other side will use a romantic connection, a potential lover, something to that effect. Somebody said something about karmic. Yes, I have the unfinished karmic cycle card right here. Yes. So I was getting to that, whoever just said that. But more often than not, the other side will use a love connection to get a point across, because that's all we give a shit about as humans, right? That's all we really care about. So the other side's like, look, I can't get this person's attention any other way. Any other way. So I'm going to have to send a lover, a romantic connection, a potential lover. Because if you want to get a human's attention, I don't care who you are, I don't care what your sign is, your sun, moon, rising sign, I don't care if you're white, black, purple, green, male, female, gay, straight, I don't give a damn. You want to get a human's attention? Send a lover. That'll get a human's attention every single time. Every time, right? But, as we were getting to, for a lot of others, this is an incomplete karmic cycle, okay? So, I'm not going to dig that wormhole up today either, but I will say this, okay? It didn't work out in the last lifetime. Probably not in the one before that. And like 9 times out of 10, those of you long-term humans who have been playing the human game on Earth for millions of lifetimes, it's not working out in this one either. And if you don't change something, you're going to be back trying it again in the next life, and it probably ain't going to work out there, and you're just going to keep on rolling and rolling and rolling, just trying to figure this out for eons and eons. Come on now. We ain't got time for that. Okay? I know somebody out there needed to hear that, okay? Maybe it was the person that wrote that comment. But either way, I don't really think the person you're dealing with is actually learning a lesson here. I think you are. I think you are. I don't know if they are. Magician, High Priestess, both reverse. They feel the connection, but I don't really know if they're actually paying attention to the connection, paying attention to what type of effect it had on them or their life, and thus probably not making any changes as a result of it, which is, again, is keeping the cycle incomplete. Okay, on their end. Hopefully not on yours, hopefully not. We will dig a little bit more into the person you're dealing with. Let's look at the past person. Past person Virgo is dealing with. This is the past person first. Those Virgos who are not dealing with the past person, hold your horses. I'll read the new person here in just a few minutes after I'm done with this one. Past person Virgo is dealing with. Let's see, let's get a jumper. I would prefer one. I like a jumper, man. I don't like, it doesn't look like one wants to jump. Okay, whatever. Ooh, look what's showing his face, though. Okay, this is a different deck, too, by the way. 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 2 more shuffles. High Priestess upright, okay. Puts a little bit of a twist on things here. Temperance, okay, King of Pentacles in the reverse though, all right. Okay, so I think this person right now has been spending and probably will be spending the vast majority of their time the heart of the spread. Let's just go ahead and start there. At the heart of the spread, okay? The 2 of Swords. So that means in this person's heart, they're indecisive, period. Period, okay? Especially when it comes to matters of the heart, okay? And I think most of us are, and even those people who don't really think they are, they still kind of are, because a lot of times we think we know what we want, and then once we get it, we don't want it anymore. Because the ego doesn't want to get what it wants to keep wanting, doesn't it? So I think that's what you're dealing with here, okay? Dealing with somebody who is indecisive, and even if this person, or any of you out there, but this person here, even if this person does get exactly what it is that they want, I don't really feel like it's gonna satisfy them like it doesn't. Most of us doesn't. Most of us, it just doesn't. That void's not full. Okay, I haven't trained myself to sit and relax once I get what I want. I've trained myself to keep wanting and keep climbing mountains. So once I get to the top of one mountain, I'm fucking bored. I want to look for another mountain. You see what I'm saying? That type of energy here. But this person here, I don't really feel like is very decisive, okay? Now, the overall lesson this was supposed to teach them was that High Priestess energy, okay? But as stated in the last spread right there, I think this person's having a very difficult time getting past the finger pointing thing, you know? Having a very difficult time getting past pointing the fingers, okay? So, I mean, you can't really throw too many stones at a person for that. I mean, aren't we all pointing fingers at somebody? Don't we all have a finger to point at somebody? I think we do. I think we do, but the point of it is at the end of the day, whenever it comes to any type of situation you've dealt with, when you say, what did I learn? If all you can do is point the finger and talk about what you learned about everybody else, you didn't learn anything. Y'all hear me say this all the time. So, I just don't really see any decisions or any action being made here because, again, this person is indecisive at heart. At heart. When you're indecisive at heart, that's going to manifest into little nuances of indecision in everyday life right here, and especially this situation. I don't see any desire to come forward and speak up and speak what they think or how they feel, or you know what I mean? Because I don't even think this person knows how they feel. They don't even know how they feel, let alone how they want to feel, let alone how you feel. If I don't even know how I feel, I don't have time to care about how anybody else feels. I don't even know how I feel right now. You know what I mean? Oh boy, big old mess. I'm out of sage too. I almost want to sage over that. Let's look at the new person. New person Virgo's dealing with. This is for Virgos dealing with a new person. New person only. Virgo's dealing with a new person here. 1, 2, 3 more. 3 more shuffles. King of Wands reversed. Uh-oh. 10 of Cups. Okay. All right. Okay, so that King of Wands reversed isn't too bad. Okay, beautiful news here for those Virgos dealing with a new person. Okay, it looked bad. It looked scary there for a second when I got the King of Wands in the reverse as the overall energy. This is typically the card of dealing with a player, somebody playing games. And I was like, oh man, they're dealing with a player? No. What happens? Those of you who pretty religiously watch almost every reading I put up, what happens when we pull the spread for the new person? What happens? What happens every time? Without fail, 100% of the time, their past comes up. Their past comes up, okay? So in the heart of the spread here is the Hierophant. So I do think that there is a lot of potential here for commitment. So there's just a couple of things that could push this over the edge. Dude, I think this person really has some very genuine intentions here. Very genuine. Look at all this positive stuff here. Look at all this beautiful positive stuff. Queen of Cups, the Hierophant, the 10 of Cups, okay? King of Pentacles. So I don't really feel like this person has any genuinely bad intentions, okay? However, again, like most of us who are entering into something new, how many of you out there, how many of you are entering into something new and your past, you've healed from your past, everything's a clean slate, you know? Jasmine, thanks for that super chat, appreciate it. How many of us do that? How many of us heal? Take the time to heal, right? Not many of us, not many of us. Most of us, the vast majority of us, are entering into new relationships with a big old bag of bullshit on our back, right? And if we don't take the time to say, okay, this bag of bullshit that I have has nothing to do with you. You can't help me with this bullshit. I need to be able to go through it and heal from it and pick it all out and clean it all up all by myself, right? How many of us do that? Very few, right? Most of us are entering into a new relationship so that somebody will distract us from that, aren't we? I've done it. And I do think that this person is kind of like teetering, man. It's teetering. I see there's so much potential right here for the two of you to actually make this work. If you play your cards right, no pun intended. And I also see the potential for just a little bit too much pushiness, a little bit too much paranoia, a little bit too much impatience, right? And then comes crashing down, right? Spiritology, thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you so much, appreciate it. Appreciate the positive feedback. So, well, it looks like the only thing we can do is look at the outcomes resting in the current moment. Outcomes resting in the current moment here. deck do I want to use? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Boop, doop, here we go. All right, let's see. Outcomes resting in the current moment, which is always subject to change, always. And if you don't like the outcome, please do change it. Please do change it. Outcomes, there will be an overall advice for all my Virgos, followed by outcome for the past person and then outcome for the new person. Let's get 2 more shuffles here, 2 more. All right, 9 of Wands in the reverse. You all hear me say this pretty frequently. So, spoiler alert for those of you who have been following me for a while. You've probably heard me say this many, many times, but it came up. So, 9 of Wands in the reverse. What that means is do not go around with your defenses and your guard up all the time. Okay? Does that mean stick your head in the sand and ignore the fact that negative, bad things could happen? No. What that means is what we need to do. Oh, thanks for that super chat, spirit guidance. Thank you. What we need to do is we need to acknowledge the fact that there are bad things, but don't feed it any energy. Okay, this is a dualistic dimension. Dualistic. Okay, we're not here to run straight for the light and run away from the dark, like so many people try to do. It doesn't work, does it? No. We're not here to do that. We are here to transmute energy into light. You are powerful enough to transmute darkness into light. You know that, right? So what happens though? If we go around with our guard up, focusing on all the negative things that could happen, best case scenario, universe just keeps teasing you with all these little things that keep you paranoid and keep you worried and keep you guarded. You know, to keep feeding that, yeah, you need to have your guard up all the time. Worst case scenario, you manifest what you're worried about, and the universe has absolutely no choice but to send you people who back up the fact that you need your guard up, send you people you can't trust, send you something to fight against, right? So, be aware that things could go wrong, but cross that bridge when you get to it. Don't focus on it. Don't worry about it, okay? It would blow your mind. It would blow your mind how not focusing on it will just slide you straight through it like it was never even there to begin with. It'd blow your mind, dude. Blow your mind, okay? Anywho, the outcome with the past person right here, I think those of you who do hear from this person, whoever it is that tries to reach out, is going to be turned down, okay, with the 4 of Cups there. I feel like Knight of Cups reversed, Fool reversed, 4 of Cups reversed. Okay, it looks like it's going to be turned down. I do think that I'm not really feeling like that's you. I'm feeling like it's probably more the person that you're dealing with, but it could go either way. Whoever reaches out is going to be turned down. I don't see anybody, the other party, I don't see as interested in coming back and trying this again. Knight of Cups, Fool, both reversed. Okay, I don't. And even if they are, again, I feel like this person's too indecisive to make a decision anyway, so I don't see it happening, okay? The outcome with the new person, okay, it looks like as it rests in this current moment, which is subject to change, and I highly recommend you do, okay? As it rests in this current moment, it looks like most of you are going down that path of 9 of Cups reversed, okay? So Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Excuse me. It looks like those of you who are allowing the feeling of loneliness to be the glue that brings you to this person, and the feeling of loneliness, the vibration of loneliness is going to be complemented in the end, at the end of the situation, okay? That's what we have to pay very close attention to, okay? I don't know about you. Well, I'd feel very safe betting, but just as a practical matter here, from my personal experience, every single connection I've ever had with a person that went horribly wrong, you know what I can do? I can go back to the vibration I was in when I came together with this person for the first time, and that tells me everything I need to know. Everything I need to know. So pay close attention. Those of you who are in this, who are coming together with somebody new, and you're in this place of pain and loneliness and sadness and heartache and heartbreak, and hoping that this new situation is going to make all that go away. No, it won't. No, it won't. And if it did work that way, let's be 100% honest, I probably wouldn't have a fucking job right now. You know what? I have no problem being the person that helps switch that erroneous perspective around, okay? It's going to take us a while, those of us teaching this message here, because that has been indoctrinated into our psyche for decades and decades and decades. Decades and decades. I don't know about you, I'm 32. But that idea of love and romance has been being glorified and promoted since my grandparents were kids. And it doesn't work, does it? It doesn't work, does it? Never has. Not that way. Not that way it doesn't. I'm not anti-love, I'm anti-going about it the wrong way. I'm very pro-love and romance, but we need to go about it the right way, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what I'm here to teach you to do. But until then, things to watch out for and advice moving forward. Things to watch out for and advice moving forward from my Virgos. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, thank you. 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Hey, in the heart of this spread right here is the 2 of Wands. What should you watch out for? Indecision, okay? Now, I know that y'all Virgos are some of the most thinking muggers on the planet, ain't you? You just love to think. You love to figure things out. You love to overthink. And you love to figure things out, right? That's cool, all right? But watch out for that person that just stays there too long and lets life pass them by. Okay? Yeah, we have to find a middle ground there somewhere. I am most certainly not advocating fire the gun first and ask questions later. That is a really big pet peeve of mine. But I'm also not advocating, maybe I should just sit here on my ass and let life pass me by because I can't figure out what to do. There's got to be some sort of middle ground in there, okay? I've thought about everything I can possibly think about. Time to take action, okay? Now, I know this is going to sound a little bit trendy and a little bit cliche, but do your best to stay away from drama and people who enjoy drama, okay? Let's try to stay away from it, y'all. And you all know that one person who claims to hate drama, but every time some drama pops off, they're like a fly on a dog turd, aren't they? They're just, bam, they're just on it, all over it, right? Like, as soon as that story pops up on the news that pisses them off, they're all about it and all gossiping about it. As soon as somebody's gossiping about what this person's doing, oh, we're going to talk about it, and oh, yeah, and just all in the drama and the gossip and the negativity and the just do. Stay away from that and people who enjoy it, okay? I think that's probably, when it comes to drama, that's one of the easiest ways to get sucked into it is you're not necessarily the person that likes drama, but you hang out with people who do, you know? Like you kick it with that person. How many of you in here are the calm, cool, relaxed, chill person that hates drama, but you got that one person in your life that loves it, just loves it, you know? And like those type of people tend to pick and poke at you, right? Tend to pick and poke at you and try to get you riled up and try to get you pissed off and try to get you angry. Stay the hell away from me with that shit, man. I care too much about my vibration to buy into that stupid game, you know? And it's tough. Oh, it's tough, ladies and gentlemen. In 2020, it's very, very, very tough. The powers that be are not idiots. Not idiots. I may not fucking agree with them at all, but they are definitely not idiots. They know what they're doing. You gotta be 10 steps ahead, which is a challenge, trust me, okay? Anyway, moving forward, focus not on what you don't want, but on what you do want. And I know that's, again, sounds kind of like, well, duh, kind of sounds like common sense, but you would be surprised how many people set off on a path to success, but they stop focusing on success. They start focusing on not failing. I'm going to repeat that. They set off on a path towards success, but somewhere along the path, they stop focusing on success and they start focusing on not failing. And what does that do? Do they succeed? Makes it very difficult. Very, very difficult. Very difficult. Very difficult, okay? when you're on your path towards success, don't focus on not failing, focus on success. Okay? The universe doesn't really understand all it understands is what you're focusing on. It doesn't care what you like, what you don't like, what you think is fair and unfair, what pisses you off, or what. The universe doesn't care about none of that shit. All it cares about is your focus on failure. Whether you're focused on failing or not failing, or, it doesn't matter. You're focused on failure. Guess what's going to happen eventually? You're going to fall on your face time after time after time after time after time, okay? There is no such thing as failure, okay? Failure is an illusion. The only people who quote unquote fail are the people who turn around and abandon the path. So you don't fail, you give up. You don't fail, you give up. You either succeed or you learn. You either succeed or you learn. That's if you're on a path towards success, those are the only two options you have. Either I succeed right away or I learn something. And that knowledge that I learn is going to help me on my path towards success. That's all there is to it. That's the only two. There is no other option, okay? So don't focus on not failing when there is no such thing as failure anyway. Okay, you're not going to fail. Even if something doesn't succeed and doesn't take off right away and doesn't go as planned, that doesn't mean you failed unless you give up and abandon the path. Okay? That's the way it really works, ladies and gentlemen. So there's really no point in focusing on that. Not really. There's no point. Why are you going to sit around and focus on that for? Like you're scared of this new learning experience you're about to have. That's all it really is. Okay? Anywho, I feel like the messages my Virgos needed to hear have come through now. All right? I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Man, I greatly appreciate all y'all that tuned in and played along, man. With the likes and the comments and the super chats and all that good jazz, man. Don't forget, if you want info on scheduling a personal reading, that is in the description of the video. All right? Other than that, though, I got a couple of personal readings to do today. If you ordered one and it is due today, I'm more than likely going to do another main channel video, another bonus first before I get into that, but no promises. We gotta check the emails and make sure that everything's going smooth before I move forward. But either way, I'll still see y'all sometime between now and the rest of all eternity, okay? Y'all have a good one.